Hey ladies, this is Mocha Mommy here bringing you another video. And I know that just kind of checking back with things, looking back on YouTube, I'm seeing so much around clapbacks to male podcasters on all sides. Women justifying their choices to be childless, to be educated, to be business owners, to be boss babes, just kind of constantly having to justify themselves versus what's going on with these angry male podcasters. And as this mindset begins to proliferate, my suggestion, ladies, is to stop letting these men speak poverty over your life. Stop letting them speak poverty over your life. Because the reality is, we don't need less educated women in this country. We need more of them. Educated women make up the majority of your educators, your healthcare workers, and your social service and mental health professionals. We don't need less of those people. We need more of them. This is not an issue of female success, but that of male failure. Why is it that men are failing to support each other, encourage each other, educate each other, and mentor each other at the level that women are doing it for one another? Now, I understand that there has been some incentives for women to go into certain lines of work and for women to be propelled forward, but many of those initiatives have been initiated by other women, and we don't really see a corresponding male response. So what I'm suggesting, ladies, is that a lot of the problems that we're having with the education system, with the healthcare system, with the social services system is really because lack of personnel. So I'm not encouraging you ladies to continue giving up education just because men are not getting it. What I'm encouraging you to do is continue to do it and stop letting them speak poverty over your life. When it comes to things like these quote unquote useless degrees, maybe degrees in things like social sciences or liberal arts, I really want to encourage you ladies to think about newer ways to monetize those skills. Right now, I've said this before, homeschool is getting old for a lot of parents, and these return to work mandates are very real. But parents still don't trust the public school. Trust me, your knowledge and critical thinking skills are at a premium. And yes, online school is very, very real. But the problem with online school is that your kid may be absorbing it, your child may be absorbing it, but then the practical application part is where a lot of parents are struggling. So as the summer approaches and more parents are looking for childcare support or academic support, and you have a liberal arts degree and those critical thinking skills, you're able to communicate well through writing, please, ladies, monetize that. Don't let these men speak poverty over your life, telling you that your student loans is this and that your education is that. Many, many times is when you're listening to people speak poverty over your life, what you're not getting is the really good advice that you need. Let me give you a few examples. Here at work, we have an LVN who is clearly very talented, very trustworthy, and we would love for her to ascend into a leadership position. But because she's a licensed vocational nurse and not a registered nurse, there's only so much we can do. She's at the top of the pay scale, and a lot of times when hospital systems have those people who've kind of maxed out how much they're able to earn in a said position, some of those people are the first people to go when hospitals have fiscal problems, or any business for that matter. So what our goal would be, as opposed to next time when they have to drop the hammer to cut costs, would be to ascend into another position where we're able to pay her to scale based on more education. Her fear was getting more student loans. And I had told her about there's more opportunity than ever before for things like tuition reimbursement, student loan repayment through our hospital system and its network of not-for-profits and other corporate affiliates. So we're just kind of letting her know that there's support for that. Also, there's going to be support when it comes to scheduling, what school she decides to do, what education program she decides to cooperate with, because we take on so many interns, externs, and fellowships and residents. A lot of these schools are very much willing to take a lot of our employees at discounted rates and also accept a lot of their work experience as credits. So we're just really trying to let her know that we're interested in her moving forward. Of course, there's some broke, dusty family member who's always trying to borrow money from her, who's telling her, y'all black women, y'all student loans, when really we're trying to get into her ear. Listen to people in the tax bracket that you want to be in. You have to stop letting these men and these stupid people speak poverty over your life. Same thing happened when I had a young woman who was a reservist in my unit. She was a combat medic wanting to go to nursing school and had all her prerequisites done, but really hated it when it came time to doing her practicums and her clinical rotations. That's when I had let her know, like, hey, did you know there are other allied health professions that have the same exact prerequisites? Those credits are transferable. And that's when she decided to go for clinical lab technician. She has a better work-life balance. She really enjoys what she does. She met her spouse through being an allied health worker. And she's just a lot happier because she listened to people in the right tax bracket. And ladies, I'm just trying to say, stop letting these people speak poverty over your life. I also saw it on the community college level. Many times you would hear black women trying to work 2 jobs and try to go to school and then get C averages. You know, they weren't around campus to make the connections, to go to the open houses, to go to the job fairs, to get extra help when it comes to academic support. So because they were trying so hard to prove that they can do everything and still make the bills and still, no, stop. Listen to the people who are in the tax bracket you want, okay? A lot of your counterparts are sitting out there taking advantage of everything that the school has to offer and that network while you're too busy trying to prove to people in poverty, who are in poverty that you can do it all. No, take your time, get the academic support you need, make the professional connections, and stop listening to people who are speaking out of their tax bracket. This is Mocha Mommy, and I'll see you in the next video.